So, I need to ask you, you've been at Carlos Place for a year now.
Yes.
How does it feel?
I feel whole now. It's really funny because I was trapped in a situation before the store where the only, if fashion is a game where you, like tennis, and you send the ball, if the press doesn't want to send back the ball, you feel like playing with yourself against the wall.
Yeah.
And now the great thing about the store is I feel like I play with other people, which is great. For me, it was quite important at the store because as a son of a butcher, I've been all the time in the shop. That's why I've been all the time with my father. I've been understanding the system of producing and delivering straight towards the customer and to have the information what the customer think about it. And when I'm here, I feel really whole with myself as a designer.
What drew you to this location? Because it's not a shop at all as a shop front. There's no windows, there's no mannequins standing in the way. It's quite untraditional in its...
In the tradition.
In the tradition of shopping, in a way. It's more Savile Row.
I was quite interested to destroy the concept of the 90s where a concept stores has to be a new thing with technology and with an attraction to have a queue of foreigner customer outside. I was not attracted by that, but I was attracted to create a concept store which has the essence of luxury, which is privacy and service, and to a sense even of hosting. And a lot of people told me that, oh, you don't have a window store and it's going to be difficult.
I mean, traditional retailers panic about that.
It's not difficult, it changed. That's been the walk through the store is not like quantity.
It's different, no.
But every walkthrough we have, we will say 70% buy something, which is great because you walk through a place where you feel, the moment you enter the room, you feel like home.
I mean, I also like the idea that when you thought about designing the store, it wasn't like, it was very much a personal experience of that shopper. It was very much a private experience of your vision for the store. Each item that exists there, you've been 100% involved in. Every piece of art on the wall, every book, I mean, how do you feel about moving into, say, eventually creating an interiors language of the Mouret experience?
I think it will have all the time that reflection of my customer life. I think I love the story of Ralph Lauren when they opened their store. I don't know what you think about the product, but the space.
It's brilliant.
The first space in New York, you are just like, I want to live here.
Yes,
I don't want to move out. And in Christmas, I want to have the chimney with the fire. And in summer, I want to have the fresh lemonade and that's the life of the customer. And when I say to you, when they come here, they don't live with one piece, they live with many pieces, they live with the beginning of a wardrobe, which is the place look like their house. That means if they look like their house, they can have a wardrobe of this clothes in their house, and I think that's quite fantastic what we achieve as a concept store of emotions, you know.
I mean, would you open a store anywhere else?
Yeah.
Where?
Anywhere else, the moment that... Paris, New York,
and would it be the same idea as this one?
Yeah, because I love this house because this house has an identity. And
you feel like when you wander through the store, it's so personal in a way. For me, it feels personal.
I could go everywhere else. You know, one day I could leave this place and go in bigger space and invade the space or establishing a relationship with the space that is...
But you created the DNA inside of your world.
People living around the store, you know, there is that place is the way people will live around here.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, it's something about their own life, you know, there is something French about it. Because I think that will be the link of every house. It's my French attitude.
Yeah, yeah. Bridal. Why?
Bridal is a project on the board at the moment because I wanted to do white dresses, and I want to do that kind of love collection, that relationship a woman will have with a white dress. I want to make it less taboo. I want to make it a bit more sexy. That's me, no meringue. That's not a lot of embroidery. You know, it's really a certain vision I have about bridal, but there is such a big amount of women asking me, like the galaxy in white for a wedding. You know, there is a demand.
It's probably their most euphoric moment, apart from giving birth as a woman. You know, it's that moment where you're happiest. So when you're interacting with that person to make that dress, how does it differ from when you're interacting, say, with a normal customer? What's the level of
that fear, or that fear of not being good enough, that fear to be too big for the dress, because it comes quite a lot on the bridal moment. The frustration attitude when you get married, you have to please everybody, and the first thing you would like them to do is to get married for themselves.
I mean, the next question I want to talk to you about is, how would you feel about, I mean, is this the next step to creating a bespoke, a bespoke range for people that come in, where you design something specifically for them, or almost like a couture collection?
I think everything is possible, but at the moment there is a time situation where I have to be able to be present and responsible in every project I'm doing. It. I have a lot on my plate with Claire and I think before it will be accessories, shoes and bags and bridal and a cocktail wear as a collection. The concept of me being more present in people's life as a bespoke, I will have to considerating how it can happen, maybe happen in a certain time of the year where it's an open window, where we say during 3 weeks there is a bespoke attitude.
That would be amazing.
Because I'm free for that.
Yeah. How long have you been thinking about doing accessories for? Because obviously it's a natural progression for you to create your own bags, your own shoes, your own perfume. Where is that on your agenda of things to do that you're going to tick off as you go along?
I realise if I don't become a master of what I'm doing, it doesn't work in my business. You know, like, I think the concept of the dress and owning that whole world of it, you know, like.
Yeah.
And I went to told me that I created it and I put
you did. That's an iconic moment. Yeah.
The market. I realize if I don't produce other category at the same level that the dresses, it doesn't work. That's me. I have to spend a lot of time and how to market it to make it like iconic. It has to become an iconic product. I think I have to become a master in the shoes, and that's what my relationship with luxury will bring me in the next years. Shoes and bags. Shoes, I will have to become a master of shoe, like I'm a master of dresses, because the two of them work together.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
again, as a master, Alaya is the proof for me, because he's as much a master of the shoe than a master of the dress. You don't think him as a master of the bag. The bag exists, but shoe and dress for him are so, you can't, you know, a dress of Alaya, the first thing you see, the girl's going on her tiptoes, and you have the curve of the calf who start to be tense. You know, everything is linked together.
How involved are you, say on a scale of 1 to 10, excuse the pun, in the design process? How much of it do you feel you can delegate?
I think in a funny way.
Be honest.
No, I'm really honest, because it's so.
You do not delegate.
It's so.
He does not delegate.
As a collection in 3 dimensions, I drape everything.
Yeah.
At the end, it's a job of creative director, and I have no problem to be a creative director. I know how to drive people.
But what I like about what you do is that you are physically, your hand has touched every part of everything you've designed.
Yes.
That's why it feels genuinely part of your vision.
But I'm sad for designer who don't have that
schizophrenic. Yeah, I agree.
We don't have that identity, that product that you don't know who that person is. And
so you're not compelled to change. I mean, there's lots of designers that season to season, you don't know who's designed it, because it's so schizophrenic.
But that's a schizophrenic. I can't,
vision.
you know, it's like my sexuality. I don't want to change character in bed. I'm myself, and I try to have the best pleasure one after the other.
I mean, I read something fabulous once where you said 80% of the time you're straight, and 20% of the time you're not.
That job allowed me to be 80% straight by day.
Yeah.
I think all the time I feel like privacy, unique relationship between two persons, man and woman, through a dress, sensuality, sex, you know, but everything through that. Don't want to show it to the rest of the world. And that is more like a straight man will think about, about him and his partner.
Well, and the way you've designed the pieces, when I wear a dress, you know, my husband has to help me get out of it or get into it. So there's a closing of the envelope and there's an opening of the envelope, which is his personal experience of that dress, which is amazing.
A guy is zipping his wife before to go out. Most of the time we'll think, oh, I'm going to unzip her when we come back. And
part of what you're wearing underneath.
And that's the tool, the tool of seduction. The dress become a tool.
Do you ever worry? I mean, there's a big pressure in being trendy or relevant.
No, most of the time I'm before the trend and after the trend.
But
you know,
I like it.
Most of the time we've done it a season before.
Yeah. Do you think you're creating a legacy?
Yes.
Good. Yeah. Are you selling a vision? I think you are.
Yes, I do. I'm selling the vision of what's the body shape, the universal body shape of women. What women think they should be as a body shape from 7 years to 97. That's the body shape they think they should have.
I mean, I've got to say, when the phenomena of the galaxy, I know I keep talking about the galaxy dress, but I'm going to go there because what that defined for you as a designer was 1,000 different women wore it, but it became their own. So if I wore it, it became it became me. Yeah. If Demi Moore wore it, it became her. If Cameron Diaz wore it, it became her. If Victoria Beckham, it became your own. You weren't wearing.
There is a style of woman I dress. I think I dress women who enjoy to be women.
Yeah, celebrate their womanliness. Yeah.
And there are some women I know who are fantastic, don't want to show their curve, but I think there is a moment where they still accept their curves, the way the body they have. And if I don't dress this one, I'm fine, you know. But I still think there is a universal shape that it's a waist, hips, an amount of muscle and fat that you need to have on the body, and that's part of what you have to accept. Is our.
What I loved about what you created as well was with those definitely with the Galaxy and that collection was those waspies that were underneath everything, which really did define that body image.
But anyways, how the girls stole them after the show.
Yeah, they all took them. We were like, where's the waspies?
And the show is because, do you remember that image backstage when all the girls were in knickers with their little waspies, and it was fantastic.
But what does a day in the life of Roland Mouret look like? A week, actually, because you have
a lot of proper sweat. I'm sweating more and more. Nerve spots on your back.
Yeah.
Control of food because you could let it go and you could. A lot of no to people and yes after. Shouting. Shouting.
Do you think you've become more short-tempered as time's gone on?
I'm very short-tempered. I'm impatient. I'm so impatient. I kill people.
If you could click your fingers, what would you make happen?
You know, my dad would tell me when I was a kid, and I was working, he said, sometimes I go to buy a pint of milk.
Yeah.
And I said, you're not back? Just at the end of the sentence, you're not back? And I hated him for that. And I'm a bit like that.
You're your father's son?
Yes, I'm my father's son.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, my Sophia.
Yes. Oh,
thank you.
Thank you. Bye, tenors.
Bye-bye.